Okay, so when I was in college, I was never in a sorority. I was not that cool. Definitely not cool enough. But I did frequent some fraternity houses because that's what you do in college. And I live in a frat house. And furniture has been moved. Another TV from the basement has showed up into our main living area. Somebody is either pantsless or shirtless at all times. We took a fortnight break for a while there. Stopped playing. That's happening again, which is fine. What else is there to do? And we have birthdays coming up this weekend. And my one son spent birthday money that he hasn't even gotten yet on virtual outfits for his Fortnite guy. Like alone, like ahead of time. Like, I know my birthday's coming up this weekend. I think I'm probably going to get money. Can I spend $20 on an outfit for a person that's not even real for a game? So that happened. That's happening. Our eating habits have gone to shit. Joshua, the other day, I heard something, and I walked in the kitchen, and the pantry shelves were pulled out enough to make a staircase up them. But he wasn't there, and I hear something, and I look under the table, and he is eating a bag of semi-sweet chocolate chips, like they're Tic Tacs, underneath the table, with no pants on. I cannot keep up with his granola bar addiction. His gluten intake is absurd. Between Quaker dipped granola bars or the Aldi brand, the Millvilles, whatever they're called, granola bars. Like, he has issues. He just snacks all goddamn day. I'm gonna zip tie the pantry. So Easter was last week, right? And God bless Easter Bunny. He came and he left 105 glorious eggs in the backyard. Was feeling very generous. There was 2 pieces of candy in each egg. Isaac managed to, get 21 of them, 21 eggs by the time his older brothers ransacked the yard. It was at about 11 a.m. Easter morning. By 3 o'clock, he had eaten 42 pieces of candy. 42 pieces of candy were consumed between the hours of 11 and 3. Now, before all you judgy Judys out there were like, well, how did he eat them? Where were their parents? Where were you? Where was he when he was eating those 42 pieces of candy? I get it. There was some trading going on between brothers. There was some sorting of sorts. There was some negotiations between Starburst and Twix happening. I didn't even have a hot second to say, once they were done, to, here's a Ziploc bag, we're going to keep it in the kitchen, we'll get a piece a day, 2 pieces if, we're getting our e-learning done. I didn't have a second to even remotely begin that process yet. 42 pieces between 11 and 3. I was here. I was home. Other than trot my ass down to the mailbox once a day, I don't go anywhere. That's when I leave the house to go to the mailbox once a day. I take a walk down to the end of the driveway and I wave to strangers if they drive by because I'm just excited to see a face other than the 5 that I live with in this frat house. I wave to strangers, people that are lost, people that are driving down my street like I'm going the wrong way. I wave to them. I go to the mailbox once a day, sometimes twice, thinking maybe they forgot to deliver something and the mailman came back. I should check and see what's happening. So that's maybe when he ate 42 pieces of candy. I don't know. Sometimes I'm out there for a while. I don't even know when Evan eats. He will go, I don't know, like all day, and then like 4 o'clock, I'm like, have you eaten anything? And he's like, no. And then he Tasmanian devils through the pantry, and like snacks are flying, and he's shoving oatmeal pies down his throat. And I'm like, what are you doing? You need to eat food. I'm going to make dinner. Stop eating. The other day I saw him emptying his garbage bag in his bedroom, like his little basket. And there were more wrappers. I'm like, are you having raves in the middle of the night? Like, are there people coming in your window? Who is eating all of that? He like eats in the middle of, I don't even know what is happening. But the amount of wrappers that came out of his garbage can means that, I don't know. I don't even know when he eats. And like we have this rule, like no food upstairs, like no food in your bedrooms, because I don't want to get ants and bugs and whatever else. And so I said that. I'm like, Evan, why is your basket filled to the brim with food wrappers when food's not up here? Explain that. If you're not eating up here, what are all these wrappers? And he's like, well, I mean, I just came up here to throw them out. You came upstairs to throw it out? That's what you did? Okay. And Mateo, he doesn't stop eating. And it's like living and feeding another grown man. I mean, he'll be 14 in a couple days, and it's like another grown man. He sweats and he smells like rotten onions, and he just eats. So the other day, I see him eating chocolate pebbles for cereal, Cocoa Pebbles, whatever the hell they're called. And he loves them. They're like his favorite. And I'm like, oh, okay, good. He's finally eating breakfast at a normal hour. He's up at a normal hour. Perfect. Okay. So I eat cereal like, I don't know, once every 2 weeks. Okay. And so the next day I get up and I'm like, oh, you know what? I have such a taste for Cocoa Pebbles. I know we have some. So I go downstairs. It's quiet. I pour my coffee, get my whipped cream on my coffee, and I go in the cereal cabinet, and all the Cocoa Pebbles are gone. And I was like, well, that sucks. I guess I'll add it to the shopping list, and I'm going to get more Cocoa Pebbles, because Mateo just finished them all the next day. So I was like, whatever. And like frosted mini wheats, like mixed with Cheerios, because that's what my husband does. And then like 2 hours comes by, and I just happen to walk past the dining room, and Mateo's there, and he's eating a bowl of Cocoa Pebbles. Now, I immediately want to lose it and be like, where did you get those? He's sitting there with a bowl of those teeny tiny little chocolatey, crispy gloriousness, just eating, chewing loudly, because that's what I notice now. And he looks at me, he's like, what? And I'm like, Mickey, you gotta be smart about this. You can lose your shit right now over some Cocoa Pebbles, or you can investigate. Because those Cocoa Pebbles weren't there. They weren't there 2 hours ago when you wanted Cocoa Pebbles. So you need to Nancy Drew this shit right now. And you need to Sherlock Holmes it up, and you need to figure out what is going on with the Cocoa Pebble situation in the frat house in which you reside. So guess what I do? And I hid in the kitchen. I pretended to wash dishes. I organized the Tupperware lid drawer, which, that was fun. And I waited to see what happened. So he gets up, shirtless, mind you, puts his bowl in the sink, and I walk away. And I hide around the corner, literally, like, waiting. And he takes the thing of cereal, and he kind of looks around, and he doesn't go by the cereal cabinet where the cereal goes. I see him go in the mudroom by the back door. And he opens the back closet, and he kind of waits and just looks around a little bit. And then I see him take the bag of the cereal, and he hides it behind the dog food. Mother, he's hiding Cocoa Pebbles behind the dog food. It is like the Hunger Games. What is happening? He's hiding food now. So I waited, and I did what any normal parent will do. Is I took that bag and I filled it with Cheerios. Bland, not even a good honey nut ones. Like, I thought about pouring dog food in it, like a couple pieces. That probably makes me terrible. I thought about it. Because who hides food from their family? I did. For a split second, I looked at the dog food and went, and then realized, like, okay, Cheerios, I guess. So I filled it with Cheerios. He was super pissed the next day, and I'm like, hide food again. Hide food again. I'll go to dog food. Watch me. I'll go to dog food. This isn't Hunger Games. Don't be freaking hiding my Cocoa Pebbles. I mean, guys, like, I found 2 completely wrapped oatmeal pies underneath the couch. Completely in the wrapper, and Josh was like, oh yeah, those are my later snacks. My what? My later snacks. Those are my snacks for later. Like, where do I live? We're hiding behind dog food, oatmeal pies under couches for your later snacks? Like, I cannot keep up with the snack consumption that is happening. Like, people are all like, oh, my summer garden, I can't wait. I'm going to have cucumbers, and I'm going to have peppers, and I'm going to make parsley, and all this other. I need a snack garden. Is that a thing? I'm gonna grow it. I need a snack garden starter kit. I need Taki seeds, oatmeal pie seeds. That's what I need. I need a snack garden. That's what I'm going to start in my backyard.